Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome back to another episode of Eternal Darkness. Now I did take a small break between episode 2 and 3 to go and have a snack, but now we're back and it's Sunday and I plan to just play this game all day today. So I just want to chill today and I want to play this. Okay, so we got this little sun picture, as you can see. A small shrine of candles. Their placement appears to be very deliberate, corresponding to the etchings on the table and illustrations upon the wall. Some of the candles have been lit. So, if you just sort of like, you could do that and say that that was it, but because that matches with the sun. That sounded like a blowpipe, but if you actually move the picture over a little bit, you'll tell that it's this way. There we go, look. With the correct sequence of candles being lit, a hidden panel opens. There is a message tube inside. Alex has found the message tube. Now, this is one thing that I really don't like about this game. This is probably my biggest complaint about this game, and considering how minor it is, it says something about really how good this game actually is. You see, if I check this message tube, an antique leather-bound message tube, the kind used to transport sealed message scrolls, it appears to be unopened. There might be something inside. Should I open it? Okay, I actually didn't know that. Look, I can zoom in and out on it using the D-pad. Alex has found the chapter page entitled Suspicions of Conspiracy. And you see, this is the bit that I don't like. Okay, not this bit.
Your presence is long missed, my liege. I feel that my power is weakening from your absence.
Yes, your power flows from me. Without me, you are nothing.
My meditations reveal a flaw in our plan.
There is no flaw. Mantarok and the others move too slowly to counter our preparations. Once Mantarok is bound, its death will be prolonged for 1,000 years. Its fate will assure that the balance of power over the opposing ancients will remain in our favor. And with the Keeper nullified, my power grows stronger still.
And what of its essence?
Mantarok has employed others to defend it. It is of no matter, for the power I will wield upon my return will crush all that oppose me. Enough of this. What of this Charlemagne the Frank? Is he still a concern?
His undoing has been planned in intricate detail. Those most loyal to him will be instrumental in his death. Nothing short of a miracle will keep him alive. And there hasn't been one of those for a long time.
Okay, this is the thing that I don't like. After the chapter page is removed, the message tube is no longer needed. Alex discards it. I like keeping everything I get in games. I don't like discarding stuff that I don't need. I just like to keep it. It's an OCD of mine, but this, you do end up being forced to get rid of stuff. But like I said, it's so small and so minor, most people won't even chuckle at that. In fact, a lot of people might actually enjoy that quality of the game. That's not going to stop playing the game. Certainly not. It's not even going to make me give the game even a remotely bad review, because this game is beyond bad reviews. It is fantastic. So we can check the page again, and we can read it now. We could just use it if we go up to use. Oops. Like I said, we just use it and
From my
skip
research, it is apparent
everything,
that
really.
the endeavors of mankind are mere puppetry at the hands of the ancients. Whenever a king vows reform, the ancients move quickly to stifle it. Under the auspices of Emperor Charlemagne the Frank, the new Holy Roman Empire was at the height of its power.
Hanc mit ad dominum et imperatorum nostrum, Carolum magnum Francum.
Deliver this to our Lord and Emperor Charlemagne the Frank. No one but him must see it. They are words for his eyes only. At once.
sorcery is this? A spell? I am bewitched. If this was meant for Charlemagne, then what will become of him? I have to warn him of this treachery.
Shouldn't have opened it, my friend. Anthony cannot leave, or Anthony, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I always say Anthony. Cannot leave yet. Charlemagne must be warned of the conspiracy against him. After Anthony briefly describes his mission, the monk informs him that Charlemagne was last seen in audience with the bishop in the visiting chambers. Okay. Oh, Anthony's presence is questioned by the monks, feeling that he has trespassed upon sacred ground. The monk seems rather subdued, perhaps out of respect or perhaps out of fear. Okay, so we got a monk praying here, which we can't interact with. Sorry to disturb your prayers, my friend. The monk cordially greets Anthony. However, he brings grave news of the loss of one of his order, who fell from the tower to his death. His tone is guarded, leaving Anthony wondering if, indeed, this is true. Okay, so let's go into the chambers here. Muffled voices emanate from inside the bishop's visiting chambers. However, the door is locked, and Anthony will need the bishop's key to enter and gain an audience with Charlemagne. Okay, so we need to find it. So the only place we can go is up these stairs. Do we have a sword? We can check this. Message scrolls like this were often used to transfer messages securely. This one has a strange diagram on it consisting of a pentagonal shape with strange letters at each corner. When Anthony has opened the scroll, something strange happened. That something had been intended for the Emperor Charlemagne. Suspecting a plot against the Emperor, Anthony pledges that he would warn Charlemagne at all costs. Right, just bear with me a moment. Just got to turn my heater down a little bit. It's a little bit on the hot side. Okay, so this is something that's going to happen to us quite a bit throughout the course of this game. Okay, so we've got upstairs, but we haven't actually gone upstairs. We've been teleported to the realm of the Eternal Darkness book. So as you can see, there's the Ella who we've played at. She obviously had the book. Pious Augustus, he obviously started this whole thing. And the more we progress through this game, the more these pedestals will be filled with characters. As you can see, the hand opens, giving us access to the book. Created in what appears to be a leathery hand lies a mysterious book. It is bound in human skin and intricate detail, decorated with shrunken bones. It beckons and yearns to be possessed. Should Anthony claim the Tomb of Eternal Darkness? Yes. And what we're going to do now is we're going to get some flashbacks of pretty much what has happened up until this point. And now we can go properly upstairs and not get teleported. That actually threw me for a loop the first time I was playing this game, because I came up here and I thought, oh, that takes me to where that tomb is, and I had no idea what else to do. Okay, so we got a blue urn rests upon the shelf. Anthony has found a blue urn. Okay, now if I remember rightly, we can check these blue urns. This urn there's no appears there, is there? This urn has been glazed with a rich cobalt blue shellac, instilling it with an otherworldly spectral character. It has a strange sigil on its side. I thought we could use it. While fumbling around, the urn slips from Anthony's stiff fingers, dashing itself into fragments as it hits the floor. Anthony has picked up the broken blue urn. And we have found a magical rune. Okay, runes are the key element in creating spells. By collecting and combining runes in different ways, different spells can be created. Spells are magical incantations that enhance a character's natural abilities. The spell list is an inventory of all the spell information that has been acquired. It will allow the player to select which spells to cast, examine, or assign to conventional quick spell buttons. Selecting this will allow the player to experiment with rune combinations and discover new spells. This section is an inventory of all the components of magical spells you have acquired. With this function, the player can review their current assignment of spells to the quick spell button. So we've got our spells, which is all cool. Can we talk to this? Talk. Somewhat addled. I've never heard that word before. By Anthony's distraction, the monk kindly requests to be left alone. Okay, so we can examine this. A bewildering array of books and tomes sorted neatly on a set of shelves, mostly books of a religious nature. They sit beneath a skim of dust as if no one had touched them. Okay, so there isn't anything else we can do up there. And we can't really use the spell yet because we need at least 3. Okay, so you can actually hear people talking in there. Okay, so none of these do anything at the minute. And we can't go out, so we're a little bit stuck. Now, I don't remember exactly what to do here, but this monk is done praying here. So, let's have a little look around here. I'm sure, though, that there's something upstairs. Visibly disturbed with grief and despair, the monk sobs pitifully. He recounts that his is not the only death to have occurred recently and wonders if perhaps the Horde was being punished for a wavering of faith. Okay. Now, personally, I remember doing something up here. Ah, there we go. Look, he's moved now. Anthony reaches out for the medallion, but the monk says that it is a vulnerable artifact required for his research and should not be touched. Okay. So now I'm a little bit stuck because I remember picking that up. Okay. So we can't check that. So we've got our rune. Okay. So I personally remember these opening. Nope. Okay, so there's got to clearly be something to do. The monk is hard at work and does not wish to be disturbed. Okay. Okay, so my only guess is there's got to be something down here that we can do. Aha! A funeral casket made from unfinished wood. It is not properly sealed and could be opened. Should Anthony open the casket? Yes.
Oh my god, what is
What
it?
happened? This devil's work. We should get out of here.
You have proven what we have feared the most. This poor man has been the victim of great evil. Look how his body has been defiled, as if something has burst out from inside him. Here, take this for your protection. And find the bishop. He must be informed of this horrible discovery.
Yeah. Thank you. Scaramat something or other. I clicked off that a bit too quickly. Okay, so we figured out what to do. That's good. I completely forgot about that. Like I said, I have played this game quite a lot, but there are still little bits that I don't remember. So we can actually go upstairs now and hopefully be able to take that pentagram, that pentacle thing that we couldn't take before. Now this is the annoying bit about this character, is slowly the curse starts to degrade him. And you get to a point where you just can't really run all that fast. So now we can take this. A mysterious gold medallion rests upon the desk. Pick it up. Anthony has acquired the Circle of Power. Circles of power describe the amount of power that a spell will have. The more points within that circle, the stronger the spell will be. If I remember, we get 3, 5, and 7, if I remember rightly. So let's actually grab this. So I remember this opening. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, so Anthony doesn't have enough components to attempt. Okay. I'm almost certain that this opens. Aha! Should Anthony move the book? Yes. I knew there was something here. I knew it. I remembered it. Okay, so let's actually head down here. So now we're into the undergrowth, the underground. Ah, I remember these guys, the guys who have the runes inside them, look. So let me just double check that there's nothing back here. No, there isn't. I didn't think there was. Okay, go forward. Hit. Okay, there we go. We took care of this guy pretty easily. Let's finish him. Anthony has found the magical rune. So we've got 2 now of 2 of the runes. And if we actually look at the runes, right now they don't actually have a name because the runes are in 2 parts. Now the runes can be used on themselves, but they also have a tablet side of them that tells you more about the rune itself. And obviously we'll need to find that as we progress through. But the tablet itself cannot be used in conjunction with others, if I remember rightly. Burn, baby, burn. Okay, take off his head. Actually, you know what? If I take this torch, can I like one-shot these like he did? Because I've honestly never tried. Yes, you can. That is interesting. I never tried that before. Let's finish them so I can get my sanity back. Okay, so now let's actually equip this torch so we can see what we're doing. Oh, I am so sorry. Grateful for his life, the monk tells Anthony what happened. He was carrying a sacred urn from the baptism font when he was confronted by the bishop, who was brandishing a large blade and whose eyes burned with an evil fire. Frightened, the monk dropped the urn out of shock and ran. Returning to retrieve the urn, he found only the sword the bishop had left behind. With thanks, he gives the bishop's sword to Anthony. Okay, so we got the 2-edged sword now. The monk ambles around nervously. Okay, so we got to find the parts of the urn that was... Oh, there's one part. I'm sure this is in 3 parts. The mix function, okay. Mix. Yeah, I thought it was in 3 parts. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. I thought that said examine, but obviously it said pick up. Okay, so now we can mix this with this. So now we actually have 2 urns. And here comes the next one. So, let's equip this because we want to use this. And here's the tablet, look. A carved stone tablet lies on the stone floor. It's a magical codex. Runes cannot be understood without a codex. Without a codex, runes in your possession will remain a mystery. Okay, so I don't think you can... No. I didn't think I could. I just wanted to double check that I was right with the fact that when I said that you can't actually use the tablet on its own, the codex on its own, you actually need the rune. There we go. And now we can go here, we can create a new spell. If we take each of these, we just discovered spell 1. Okay, now you will get these spells. And if I remember rightly, this is to repair. Yes, this is to repair them. Okay, the magic meter represents the character's magical energy. When a spell is cast, the level will get lower. The meter regenerates whenever the character is in motion. Okay, so let's actually go to our spells again. And cast this on the blue one. And remember, don't move when casting this, otherwise, well, you're in for a bit of a surprise. The spell will fail. Like we're starting to become slowly more like a zombie. We'll let them fight for a little bit there. Ouch. I was just like totally uncalled for, mate. You didn't need to hit me. You want to grow your head back? I'm going to take it right back off again. You don't need that thing. A slab of etched stone sits on the pedestal. Pick it up. Cool. Okay, a red urn sits beside it. Filled red urn. Okay, so actually what we can do now is we can go ahead. Okay, we can use this and fill this up. Dunking the urn into the foul-smelling fountain, it becomes filled to the brim with rank fluid. It is a lot heavier now. Cool. And we'll do that with all of them. Because we do need to do this later on. But at least it's done now, and I can show it off now. Okay, so I actually need to do that. Equipped our double-edged sword. Wait for this to sort of burn. There we go, open the door now. Now the problem with this two-edged sword is, as you can see here, I can't quite draw it from this angle. See, it hits that. So you gotta be careful with your weapons. Some of your more powerful weapons, like this two-edged sword, well, works much better when you're not in a confined space. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So here we are now, we got this. So now I believe we know what all of our runes are. Yes, we've got Zelioth, Antobok, and Magnogomor. And in this, amongst the books on the table rests an ancient scroll of what appears to be a paper. And this is our spell. And obviously, if you don't already have the spell, when you pick this up, it will automatically teach you the spell. We can assign stuff, and we can check stuff. So, a torn scroll illustrates with a geometric symbol is accompanied by a small note. The note reads, "That which is broken shall be fixed. That which is dull will be sharp." This is the nature of the enchant item magic. This spell requires the Antobok and Magnamar runes. Press A to assign it to a spell one. So we can actually assign this to one of them. Here, if we assign it to up, what that will allow us to do is press up and immediately cast the spell. We can, cast it on our sword. And this will enchant our sword. If you remember in the last episode, I believe it was, I actually showed you the fact that you needed to enchant a sword to get into a part in the kitchen, into the pantry. Just want to check there's nothing else here. Nope. The bishop passed through the secret door. There has to be a way to get through it. And there is. You see, there's this pedestal here. You stand on it, the door opens. However, stand off of it, and it closes. So, we can use this. This is exactly why we needed to pick these up. Oops, that's not my urn. Nope, that's not it either. This is exactly why we needed to pick these up earlier on. And this saved me having to actually run all the way back to redo that. And now we can go down our corridor. Here we go.
So,
You have come to return my book. Very well then. For your efforts, I promise a quick and merciful death.
Okay, let's get ourselves out of here. He's like our first proper boss fight. We've acquired the bishop's key. Cool. Oh, I don't ever remember that happening. Let's just finish the bishop before he decides to get back up. Now we are using the wrong element here on these guys. I believe we use the Uli Earth element. And take your head off. Finish you. Give me that sanity back that your mate here stolen from me. There we go. And details. The shrine to a god that bespeaks of an ancient evil that graced the earth before mankind walks its valleys. Okay. But man, I can't say it enough. This is probably my favourite survival horror game. This beats out Resident Evil in my eyes. Okay, so let's keep going. Oh, hello. Hello, matey. Get me way. No, I'm not going to finish you guys off. I'm probably going to take a hit here. Oh no, I managed to avoid it. Now I believe we face one of the things that I hate the most in this game. And not by hate, by I strongly dislike, I wish it weren't in the game. Oh, no, not this thing, something else. Okay, so this thing you can actually creep by because it doesn't have any eyes. It goes solely on sound. And as soon as it starts flashing, you want to stop. But because this is a Let's Play, I feel like I should at least show you what they do. So, we're going to get hit by one. And then they take you to this place right here. Now, bearing in mind that this is all teaches you the same, it all ends up to the same place. Trapper dimension spawns in every direction, whilst in this place magic cannot be cast and humans are subjected to odd phenomena. The portals cycle from colour to colour as time progresses, and only the quick will escape. So actually what I want to do is I want to go on the green portal, because you can actually recover here. And depending on what you want to recover, if I want to recover sanity, I just stand out here, it recovers my sanity. Blue does magic and red does health. And purple, you can't, there isn't a purple recover, but purple is the quickest way out of here. Like so. And then you're out of the trapper dimension. So we're going to try and avoid the trapper dimension from now on, best we can, but I imagine we will be back there a few times. I also use it as a cheat way to sort of get my health back up. Trappers have no eyes, but can sense around very well. If Anthony can sneak past them, there won't be any trouble. So the idea is just to use the sneak ability, very low pressure on the analog stick, just to get past them. And to prevent ourselves from having to go through some trouble. There we go. There we go. Now I don't hear the trapper. The trapper has a very distinct sound, but I do believe we do run into one of my least favourite monsters. I mean, I think they're really cool and awesome and whatnot. Okay, so he's not going to say anything different. But I just think that they're really, really difficult in the later game. Like right now, we've got this double-edged sword, and this double-edged sword takes care of them pretty damn well. But as you can see, we're starting to now shrug quite a lot. Even though our health isn't low, it's the curse that we're facing. And I believe the monster is here, if I remember rightly. This thing. This thing can deal such high damage so quickly. So I'm actually going to climb down here. And I'm going to give it a save because we haven't saved since we were Alex. And now we're going to face the thing. Like I said, this sword takes its head off in one shot. So it's got 3 heads, we just need to decapitate all 3. Later weapons, they don't take his head off in one shot. You know, the good thing is you kill one of these, you get quite a lot of sanity back. Quite a lot, in fact. So here we are. So, a theory that I just want to test. I literally only had this idea right now. And I want to just see if it happens. So, later on we'll come back here and we will face Anthony. We'll see Anthony again later on. And when you face him later on, he's like the boss of the chapter, if you will. Spoiler. He's like the boss of the chapter. He has a sword and he has this double-edged sword. I'm wondering if I equip this, if he has this sword instead. Okay. So use the bishop's key, open the door.
Trying to save him, Anthony. His fate was decided many centuries ago, as is the fate of this world. Despite your faith, there is little to save you from the power of Chattur'gha.
Wow. It's an ugly little cretin, isn't it? Those things, though, could you imagine them in HD? Like, with the graphics we've got with the Xbox One and PS4. I mean, don't get me wrong, those things are creepy as hell there, but... That's going to do it for this episode, guys. So if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it, so please do leave that like. Oh, we actually have the spells. And click subscribe if you want to see more from me, guys. I'm Casey. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.